Got you on the bubble. Hey everyone, welcome back once again. This is your girl Ayla Mode, and I don't know about you, but I am so excited to tell you it's been a half a year now. Like, can you believe 6 months has flown by like that? I know that for me it is unfathomable and I am beside myself. I am so grateful that I live in the country I do and that I am in the position I am and in the time of my life to be able to be doing all of the things I am and transition the way I am and the way I want to, which is so important. I think goes a long way in any trans person's journey. And I was really kind of faced with this in the past month because I recently had a lot of difficulty actually accessing one of my testosterone blockers, spironolactone. It seems that it's been in shortage throughout the whole province, if not the nation. So I had to go to a doctor and get an alternative. And I'm recognizing that many other countries are having difficulty accessing the medications they need, let alone alternatives to those medications. So again, I've just been so grateful for it. Instead of spironolactone, I have now been switched to cyproterone, which is a steroidal anti-androgen. So instead of taking 4 pills a day of the Spiro, I am now taking a half a pill of the cyproterone, which I feel like really goes a long way in terms of how my body is feeling. Not that I was feeling a lot of side effects, but if I was forgetting or delaying, I definitely was feeling a little more screwed up, and it's much easier to take that half pill once a day and just kind of, be done with it. I don't feel like I'm having to go to the washroom as much as I was before, although maybe I'm just used to how often I go to the washroom now. And I can at least ease up in my own personal anxieties in terms of my potassium intake, which I'm really grateful for. I know it wasn't as big an issue as I personally was making it beforehand, but either way, I feel a little more free. Now, when I was talking to my doctor about finding an alternative to the Spiro, I also was asking about my hormone levels, and I was really grateful to hear that my testosterone is finally below a male's range. Not quite in the female range yet, but at least below a male's range, and that my estrogen has been climbing steadily at a pretty decent rate. So I'm really grateful for that, and this most likely happened over the summer, as my last blood test was in July and my next one is going to be in November. So it's probably been a while since those hormone levels had been established, but I'm really interested to also get to know what effect does the cyproterone that I've been on have on my hormone levels. Is it working just as well, if not better, than the spironolactone? Because if so, for me, that might become a more affordable option. Now, to jump into some of the changes that I've noticed in the past month, I have definitely been, again, increasingly emotional, just having a solid cry almost every day. And these aren't always horrible cries. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm so depressed and down in the dumps. I'm talking about those good cries, like, oh my God, life is so grand, and like, oh yes, sweetie, you did it, you go for it. And I don't even know where to go or how to talk about it, but it takes nothing, and I'm just bawling. And maybe it's to make up for all the years of suppressed emotions that I had before transition, but either way, I can't speak enough about how awesome it is to finally be able to express the emotions that I'm undergoing. Now, kind of tying between mental and emotional, I'm also feeling like I'm so much more confident and 100% into who I am and just feeling myself, and I think a lot of other people are starting to pick up on this too. Because I work at a coffee shop, and a customer who happened to be a photographer had just seen me kind of interacting with my coworkers and was like, you're interesting, have great energy, and a really wild story. I would love to do some photos of you. And it's great. Who doesn't love to be seen or recognized? it's just such a confidence booster to know that other people are picking up on who you are and what you're putting out there, and I don't know, for me, I love it. Now, tying into that, I'm feeling so much more confident in being a woman in and around the world, and whether or not people are using correct pronouns with me or, you know, treating me as a woman, it does not matter. I'm so much more willing and capable to assert myself and say, hey, you got something wrong, honey. I am totally a woman, and whether or not you accept or believe that does not matter, because I know who I am. The self-conviction overrides everything, and I'm just so grateful to be coming into that a little more. Like, confidence is everything. If you don't have confidence, I feel like, for me at least, I've got nothing. I'm getting so bold with my confidence even that this next story is kind of fun. So I'm a part of a tarot art show, which I'll probably be documenting and sharing with some of you, that will be coming up in November, so look forward to that. But in this tarot art show, you know, we had to do a lot of kind of promoting and sharing with people the artwork that we're doing. And some of the artwork includes nudity, and Facebook banned us from promoting our show. So either way, I put a topless photo of me out just to, you know, kind of make the argument of, one, free the nipple, and two, how dare you censor nudity in art? Like, I was presenting as a guy for like 27 some odd years, you know, are you gonna give me an issue with baring my chest? There's already topless photos of me just from a few years ago. Come on, can we not be mature adults about this? It's not like there was anything crude or pornographic happening. These are simple figures, like, come on, people. Regardless, Facebook ended up banning it, which was almost like a backhanded win for me, because, hey, if, you know, social media is going to ban a topless photo of me, hunties, I'm officially a woman in the eyes of social media. So whatever. I'm taking that as a win. That's me. No one can take that from me. Now, in terms of the physical changes, my breasts aren't as sore as they were before. They are now more tender. Like, they used to feel like golf balls that were digging between my ribs and my muscle, like into my muscles, and it was very sharp before, and now it's just at a point where it's like more tender, and they're very itchy. I am at the cusp currently between A cup and B cup, which is obviously exciting. My body's still developing. It's exciting. It's not going to stop. I'm only 6 months in, but I'm half a year in. Like, I can't believe that still. Now, I've set up a side-by-side comparison using a video from a few years back when the Ice Bucket Challenge was a big deal, against a video of what my body currently looks like now, and it's absolutely remarkable to see the difference in how my torso used to have that very defined V shape and all the muscles in my neck and arms, compared to the much leaner structure in my neck and arms now, and how my figure has definitely filled a lot more out. It's amazing to see the progress and how I've feminized through the hormones, especially in the past 6 months. Now, digging into my physical features a little bit more, I can definitely see that my facial features are still, you know, progressively feminizing. It's just so amazing to see them round out, and, you know, sure, maybe there's some dominant features still, like my jawline is still quite defined, but regardless, it is not, like, I don't look gaunt. You know, I've got a little more fattier tissues in my face, my cheeks are fuller, my eyes don't look so sunken. I'm really blessed to have been working with rather androgynous features right from the get-go. Well, I don't know if anyone else is as excited as I am that we've finally reached the half-year point. It still feels like yesterday that I was taking them, or, you know, even being nervous about, like, when am I actually going to be able to start this? But I am so grateful to have the resources and access and ability to make all the changes the way I want to and document this all and share it with you. So thank you for joining along and giving me feedback. It's an absolute blessing connecting to you all through this. And until next time, remember to keep your pencil sharp, but your mind sharper. Ciao.